So when do you start? You have a young child. When should you begin giving them correction? And not necessarily discipline, but almost like the forerunner of discipline. Well, you think about that kid on the changing pad who flings the poop around, or that toddler sitting in the high chair, dropping food onto the floor even when you don't want them to, or like a little toddler running into the street, learning to say, not to do that, learning to come back to you. I think many parents, especially first-time parents, think, oh, my child's too young, I can't correct them, I don't want to, have a harsh tone or be negative or tell them no. But having 4 kids, I do think they understand so much more than we give them credit for. You can see the wheels turn. They think about something, they make a judgment. They might not be able to verbalize all of it, but when you tell them, come here, and they don't want to come here, they give you that face and they go the other direction. It's because they know they don't want to come. So we do need to probably start giving them redirections, correcting them a lot younger than we think. And this is, of course, something that's a little bit painful, or a tone of voice, but not necessarily discipline like a consequence. So here's what we started with. We started with a little flick, okay? A little, right there, I could show you on my arm, a little flick on the arm when necessary. I think this started before they were 1 on the changing table. Or I have to say when I was nursing and they would bite me, okay? A little flick and saying no biting. Or a little flick on the bottom and saying no kicking, mommy's changing your diaper. You still have that very short words because they're little. You have a very gentle flick, a little sting. You shake that head, no kicking. And it's really interesting. They kind of freeze up. Some might cry, be prepared, but a lot of times they would stop. Right? And then you get to compliment them. You did it. Good job. You didn't kick. Good job. So of course, the same things apply. We're going to be loving and gentle. We're not trying to hurt them. I always flicked myself first before I started giving a flick to my kids. We want to be consistent. If you flick them when they kick on the changing table, then you should do that again. I remember they would arch their back in the car seat. I would flick them in the tummy gently, and I would say, no, mommy's putting you in the car seat. No. And they eventually would get it. Same thing with training for safety. Come here, come here. I would work at home. I'd have them come to me. And if they didn't, I might give them a flick. Oh, you didn't obey. Right? So we want to still give them that clear reason with short, simple explanations like, I said no touch, or listen to mommy, or no kicking. And we give them time to respond. But I do think starting off young with a gentle little flick, something easy, something that you don't have to get all worked up about. Some of the kids, they hardly even respond to it. But I do think it's good for us to get into that habit of correcting them, kind of, you're going down the wrong path, come this way. And for them to listen to us and to follow our commands, even before they can talk and verbalize what they think. They're picking up so much stuff. So hopefully you can see that even just beginning that at a younger age, flicking the poo, dropping the food, running away from you, whatever it might be, you're just kind of establishing that you're in control, that you're in charge, and that they need to follow you. So talk with your spouse, pray about it, figure out when that face is showing that disobedience, or when it's just something you don't want them to do for safety or danger or whatever it might be. And then, see how the little flick works.